So, the title I want to explore in this episode is Shyness is Selfishness. So, let me explain this. So, when you're shy, you're living in a state of fear, a fear of judgment, a fear of expressing yourself, a fear of rejection, a fear of being abandoned. And when you're like this, you're denying yourself the ability to connect with others, and you're denying them the ability to see your perspective, your unique perspective on the world, and the way you see the way you perceive the world through your eyes. So what this does is it keeps you isolated and separate from others because you're not connecting with them. You're not expressing your truth to them, to anyone. And you're living in basically a shadow version of yourself where you're not being true to yourself, and you're not being open to allow others to connect with you and allow others to share as well. Because if you're denying that connection, then there's no way for them to connect with you either, because there's no openness from you. So as soon as you're open, then you receive. So as soon as you're willing to give yourself to the world, then you will receive from the world. So it's changing that frame, and it's getting out of that state of fear, because when you're in that low consciousness state, everything feels difficult. So it's about, how can I move above that fear state? And when you move into higher states of consciousness, into states of love and peace and acceptance, all of these inner worries fall away, and you begin to feel free to be who you actually are. And it's liberating. That is true freedom. And then from that place, you can begin to be self-full and give and give to others. And from doing that, there's a reciprocal flow of energy, like a dynamic from like, as it goes out, you also magnetize it back to yourself. So it's like changing that, and it's like bringing that awareness to, why am I denying myself the ability to express myself in my own truth? Why am I placating myself to be small and be quiet and avoid that tension, and avoid that potential connection as well? Because connecting with other people is also connecting to the divine, connecting to another version, another perspective. And that only helps to broaden your perspective and see the world through other people's eyes. So I feel like that is something that's come up and continually comes up, about shyness is selfishness. So how can we look at our own shyness and see where we're numbing and silencing ourselves? And how can we express our truth? And obviously you want to express it in a way that's from a loving place, and not a place of fear or judgment. But when you're expressing yourself freely without worry about other people and what they think of you, then that's only going to be a benefit for you and for everyone else around you. So yeah, I guess when you notice yourself coming into a state of shyness, how can you observe that and then decide to act differently? How can you move out of a state of fear and move into a state of love and willingness, and not doing it for anyone else, but doing it for you, because you deserve that. All right, that's my message of the day.